This is my latest and greatest pouring medium recipe, and the results speak for themselves. Alright, y'all better be glad that I love y'all. I had to go buy a scale from Amazon because I think I gave mine away at one of the painting events. I just don't need or have the need to weigh things. But you are here for the ultimate pouring medium, and here we go. So there's a little story that I must tell. I like this PPG MultiPro in Satin. Okay. The reason this video has kind of also been on hold is this was discontinued. However, I have been promised by a rep at Home Depot that the replacement is almost identical. All right, I did find online that this is the replacement. I Googled it as well, so I do believe him. All right, so let's get down to the mixing and my favorite products to use. This video has a lot to it. You can see it's pretty long. I don't like to waste your time, but this is exactly how I do my blooms with this pouring medium. And there are a lot of tips at the end as I walk you through the process. All right, so when you open your can, it is going to appear white. All right, do not freak out. That is okay. So you want about 1.5 ounces of pouring medium. Then you're going to add another 1/2 ounce of Jo Sonja, and American Fleotrol. Okay. Then you're going to add another 1/2 ounce of paint. So you have 2 ounces of pouring medium. To about anywhere between 1/2 ounce to a full ounce of paint. I went into the center. It really doesn't matter. Trust me. It also depends on the brand of paint you're using. Okay. If you're using a brand with a cheaper brand, you probably want to go 3 ounces of paint. If you're using a quality brand that's highly pigmented, you can probably go 1/2 ounce. But it's not going to affect you too much. All right. Because when we get to mixing, this is going to create the perfect consistency for us. Creamy and dreamy. It leaves a bit of a mound on the mound, then it disappears into our paint. That's what we want. You want to make sure that you get all the white incorporated. You don't want white on the bottom of your cup. Okay, so mix, mix, mix. Really, really good. Shake, 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 boom, 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 boom. Shake, 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 boom, 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 boom. Shake your stir stick. Now, because this was being discontinued, I also found an alternative that I like equally as well. So I'm giving you my 2 favorites. I'm giving you an alternative here. All right, y'all better be glad I love you all. So this is my Valspar Ultra Base C. Okay, high gloss interior exterior. The recipe is nearly the same. Nearly the same, okay? Now, because this has more gloss in it, a little too much. we're not going to add the Jo Sonja. You don't really need it. All right, so 1.5 ounces of pouring medium to another 1/2 ounce of Floetrol. This time I'm using golden. Just want to show you some differences here. Okay, this is golden turquoise. This is a transparent paint. Golden is so pigmented. I probably don't even need the full 5 ounces. Let's start here. All right, so I went ahead and just added it to make sure that we had about the same ratio. So we have 2.5 ounces. Once again, this is golden. I promise you don't have to use as much as I used, but for the sake of showing everybody exactly what we're doing here, I just went ahead and did it, okay? So you can see our paints are very, very similar. We're going to use these interchangeably. Now, this is already thickened up just a little bit. All right. Both recipes will be in the description. All right, friends, so all my colors are mixed up. These 4 colors are mixed with the Valspar. These 4 colors are mixed with the PPG. All right, so here's a look at the consistency. I'm going to run through the colors really, really quickly. So, all right, this is Turquoise Blue by Amsterdam. This is Alzerian Crimson by Blick. This is my quinacridone nickel azo gold by Golden. This is my Payne's Gray, also by Golden. I spilled a little bit of it because I was experimenting before I shot this video. This color right here is our Paralyzed Golden Green by Master's Touch. Our Flesh is Premier, or Flesh Tint is by Premier. This is Turquoise. And this is Iridescent Gold by Master's Touch. And a little bit of 24 karat gold mixed in with it. I want to keep the colors separated so you know that I use different brands in the pour. I'll quickly make my cell activator. I'm using Australian Floetrol today. It is 3 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint, and I'm doing black and white today. This is Titanium White by Amsterdam. And we're going to make our black. All right, trying to do things quickly here. I will be releasing another cell activator video very, very soon with a new paint that I'm going to be debuting on my channel. So I'm pretty excited about that. Alright, so here it is, 3-to-1, no additions, okay? Alright. This is going to be my pillow paint for today, straight from the can. I've done nothing to it. You can find it at Home Depot. So what I just did was just brought the paint back to the center. I didn't want it to spread out too much because we're going to spread it out as we do our bloom. Kind of a tip, because you need that pillow to be able to move this paint. So we're going to start with our quinacridone nickel azo gold. This is a transparent color. And just a little bit. Don't really want a lot of gold. And now I'm going to pile on all of my different greens and teals. And we're going to end things off with some Payne's Gray. I'm going to put a little bit of black cell activator down first. I'm going to do double today. Keep things spicy. So I did have a halo. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see it on screen with that black so close to that Payne's Gray. But now I'm going to blow this out some. I'm not trying to create any cells at this point. I just want to expand my cell activator. Okay, so you can see I've expanded it. And I'm going to take my hair dryer. This is the Baby Bliss Nano. It's very small. And I'm going to turn it on low first. Right, just to see how the paint is moving. Then I'm going to turn it on high. Wow, look at those cells, friends. Look at those cells. Now we have quite a bit of cell activator left in the center. Look at those peacocks forming. All right. Sandwiching that opaque in the middle is going to help to create those peacock cells, but it is not an end all be all right? Oh, look at that. Oh, all the colors there. Love it. I love those different areas where the pillow pops up some. Get some really cool gradient effects. All right, so I am going to spin this out and then we're going to play a little bit with our center here. Probably have a little too much paint on my canvas, so I am going to have to do some spinning and or tilting. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. Wow, I love this recipe. I mean, I just love the results that I get with this recipe. Look at the center, it's still intact, and you don't have to spin hard. See, the thing about spinning hard is you need to naturally let your canvas stop moving or slow it down at a slow pace because inertia and gravity come into place when you are spinning and then you just stop immediately. Sometimes you can break up the cells. All right, so let's spin again. We're going to go the other way. Okay, I love the center. Ooh, this is just so pretty. So pretty. I love that the quinacridone kind of spread out how I want it to. It's not all over, so it doesn't make it completely uniform, which I like. And you can see with it being transparent, the white is going to easily show up, which I'm completely fine with because we ended with such dark colors. So that helps to really create the contrast in our balloon. I'm going to keep some of this white. It is going to continue to get smaller because of the titanium white and it's heavy. But I just want to show you that you can create more cells if you want to with your straw. Just wanted to add some more cells in there. And we're going to spin again. Kind of changed our piece a bit, but we got some more of that paint off and we got some more of the white off, which I'm actually happy with. So I do want to keep a little bit of this, but I'm going to do one more spin and I think we'll be almost done with this. No embellishing will be needed because this is perfect. Okay. You look at the center, you can see our cells have expanded, but we kept that center. I think once it dries, it's going to be about half that size. But look, now these cells that you see are likely air bubbles in the paint that have popped up, which have caused these cells, which don't bother me at all because it's bringing up that quinacridone. And this is the money shot. Look at that. So if you notice, I'm not losing any of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Integrity. So you can see the integrity of the cells continues throughout, okay? You're not getting cells that are breaking up. It's just the right amount of glossiness to our paint. Not too much, not too little. But we're going to call this one done. Gotta get you in for a close up. Do another one. I'm going to play with my pinks here. Because some people tell me they're afraid of, or don't know what to do with pinks outside of red and orange. And I'll tell you that pink goes with a lot of colors. So with pink, I say if you struggle with pink, start out with using um, opaque paints, because if you use a transparent or semi-transparent, it's likely to take on the darker color that you pair it with. So if you're not working with reds and magentas, things in that family, your paint could certainly turn kind of ugly. However, I will tell you navy and pink go really well together. Blue in general with pink goes really well. Of course, purple. It's just kind of have playing around with it. So my recommendation is start out with a opaque pink and then kind of work your way if you are, you know, struggle with working with pinks. So I'm going to lay pink down first. Now this Algerian crimson is transparent. So these colors should mix well, but it should not overtake the pink. We should still see pink at the end of this video. And then we're going to use the same colors from our previous pour. And for fun, let's flip our cell activators. So this time I'm going to do white first and then black. There's the halo we're looking for. Once again, we want to blow out the center first, just a little bit. Okay. Sorry, my head was in the way. Too much cell activator, but you see how you can play with your hair dryer. It's just learning. It's just really learning how to control your hair dryer, but all of them are different. So when you get one, stick with it for a while. So I'm gonna let my paint rest, but I was very heavy-handed with the cell activator. But look, remember I told you we would definitely see pink at the end. Play with my straw a little bit. I wanted to do something a little different this time and use the straw before I spun, just so you can see the difference. So let's spin this baby. Pretty. Okay. Love that there. Still got a lot of paint on my canvas. Do not like that, so we're going to definitely get rid of that. Okay, let's say goodbye to this one. I don't dislike it, but it's not something that I would want to sell. All right, so this video, rest of the video is more so dedicated to the tips and tricks. I wasn't planning on pouring with another pillow, but I ran out of pillow paint. But this is a great opportunity to talk about using acrylic paints as your pillow will work in this technique. But with the pillow being thinner, you can see how easy it is to blow straight through it. So if you are getting good sales, but you are pulling up a whole lot of white, that may be your issue. You can try to center your paints more, so putting your paints directly on top of each other with larger amounts, so you have more of a cushion to blow. You have more color to blow through before you hit that pillow. Also, sometimes you can get some weird reactions using the house paint and the acrylic uh, pillow, but here I didn't really run into any issues.
Okay, a lot less green this time.
All right, so if you look closely, you're going to see how this pillow reacts differently and how easy it is for me to pull that pillow up. Now, watch as I slow down on this next pedal, and you can see I pull more of the color there. I slow down, I pull my hair dryer back some, and you can see you get a lot more color. Much thinner pillow, so I have to be really careful about not digging into the center. But look at that. Those cells will eventually pop up. Let's spin it really quick. This is a long video. Ooh, look at that. So you see with that transparent how those colors begin to mix more. Ooh, I love this area. So like all of my colors are represented here. A couple things you want to remember. Ideally, your thickest paint is going to be your pillow, followed by your acrylics on top, and then your cell activator just a little thinner than your acrylic paint. All right, so long story short, I couldn't do anything with that ugly part right there, so I decided to scrape this one, and I made the ultimate rookie mistake in that this video was actually over 75 minutes of content, and I let the phone die. So the phone died, so I can't show you what happened, but this is the end result. This is the same pillow, but I had to back all the way up, and you can see I was able to get that color to spread. All right, so that's just to help you really keep that in mind with your pillow. The thinner the pillow, the easier it will be to blow through it. It's not to say that it's ugly, but you just have to be aware of the effect that you are going to create. These paintings are almost completely dry, and you can see the results are stunning. Funny thing, my drying space was not level, so my painting moved a bit here, but I actually like this effect. It really looks like a blooming flower. So, friends, try this recipe. All of the exact things I do are in the description. Follow them to a T, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Remember, do every single thing with love. Treat your friends, your family, and even your enemies with love. Stay tuned for my next cell activator video.